Hey everyone, we are back for the New Worker TV, and this Friday we will discuss about a topic that is really in our heart on lifelong learning. Because me and Arnold are of course lifelong learner. We love learning on any different topics, And I will let Arnold start on his take on lifelong learning. What are your thoughts, Arnold?
Yeah, well, it might seem like, oh, that is terrible. I got to learn the rest of my life because most of us are used to that we don't like learning because that's what we did at school and at university. And most of us, including myself, we're really happy like, oh, finally I can stop with learning. Finally, I'm done with all these exams and everything and pressure, and I can stop with that.
Yeah.
But that is because learning was around what I call should learning. Yeah, you should do this, you should do that. That is not really motivating. At the same time, things in society, in business, in practically any area of our society are changing so fast and so rapidly that I need to learn. Yeah? So it's not a matter of whether I want to do it because, well, imagine that you're someone who says, well, I don't want to use the phone because I don't want to learn to use the phone. You know, so it's just a no-brainer. You need to learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
But so there are some things which are really necessary to function in our society. But at the same time, I think in order to continue with that learning, like you shared, Ratana, like, well, you need to love it. You need to like it. You need to be curious about something. You're like, oh yeah, well, let's do these things. So instead of focusing immediately on like, oh, I need to learn to speak a different language or better English, or I need to learn how to use a certain programming tool, or I need to learn how to do it. That is not really motivating because that's really hard and tough. So what we suggest is just pick a simple topic, just pick something which you really like, which you're really interested in, and start learning to read articles around it, maybe a book, some blog post, watch a video around it. It can be anything. It can be about the life of certain butterflies, it can be about if you like horse riding, start studying the latest things about how to do certain techniques with horse riding. Or for instance, yesterday I heard a podcast and someone was speaking about a biography of Walt Disney, and he was recommending that. So I put it immediately on my list because I'm like, wow, I would like to learn, like, how did a guy of Walt Disney came up with his idea for his movies and his cartoons but also the amusement parks or whatever. Yeah, everybody knows Walt Disney. I think, well, I don't know, the guy is dead for years now, but look at the legacy he left behind. But it all started from nothing. So I'm like, oh, I would like to have that book. So that is also learning. It's like my curiosity is like, oh, that's fun. So it doesn't need to be heavy and then like, oh, I need to get exams and tests and whatever. No, just really nurture your curiosity. That's what I would like to say. How's that for you, Ratana?
Well, I fully agree with you. It's just pick something that you love, that is really dear to you, to your heart, and start small, because things are free out there through internet or even out there in your city or town. You can just start exploring that on your own, but also, I mean, with people. Because when you have learned those different components of or elements in the field, you can just start sharing that, because then you get perspective from others. You get excited too, because people are we love what you are sharing, about music or swimming or art or whatever you want, and that's how you get perspective, and you start having insight from other people, because they start asking questions, so they might have different point of view, and you might include that in your reflection and experimentation too, and I wrote a few years ago a blog post on the age of collective learning. I really mean accelerating these days, because we use our knowledge and learning for co-creating, for doing something with it. Learning is just a mean to, is not the end, It's just a mean to do something else, to grow yourself, but also to co-create. It can be product and services in a business, but it can be something else in your personal life. If you want, I don't know, to start tomorrow a volunteer local organization with 2 or 3 people, you can do that too. Based on the knowledge that you have found on the web, that you have curated or found. So that's what I'm seeing more and more, because everything is connected from your work and from your learning these days.
Yeah, maybe you can repeat, Ratana, what you said earlier this morning about the relationship between work and learning.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just said, as some people are saying too in the learning space, that work is learning and learning is work. But indeed, as we know, in the connection age, people value really what not just but also your skills. But for that, for developing your skill set and your growth mindset and also your practices, you need to keep learning while you are working. While you are failing or while you are testing, because well, this global context is changing all the time, but also your skill set. I mean, if you are, for instance, a committee manager, things that you have learned through an online committee or through training of through experienced committee manager might not be relevant in 2016 this summer, for instance. So you need to upskill or to upgrade yourself through those skills too. Like keep learning that on your own, but also with other people. About that. So you can have online committees, you can have workshops, you can have digitally or in person. You have many ways for learning that, and starting small and at low cost or at 0 cost, I would say.
Yeah, that would be our main takeaway, is just start today with something really small and something which is fun to you, something which you're really interested in. And again, it can be, if you collect coins, well, learn more about those particular coins. If you like your dog, start learning more about your dog or your cat or whatever. Or you want to learn about Chinese culture, well, do that. It can be anything, just as long as it's fun. Yeah.
That's it. Well, that makes our...
We really encourage you, start today.
Yeah. Start now, not in the future or in weeks or days that you will postpone. But that makes our life and work and growth exciting. Simple as that. So enjoy the weekend, everyone.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back, of course, next week on other exciting topics. Bye-bye.
Bye.